Danish company NTGS New Technologies Global Systems has won its first export contract for its Alakran light 120mm mortar carrier system. The Alakran solution consists of one 81 or 120mm mortar system mounted on a 4x4 light tactical vehicle. The Alakran mortar is mounted at the rear of the vehicle. In fire position, the mortar is deployed at the rear of the chassis on a base plate platform, firing 81mm or 120mm rounds and sending the recoil energy directly into the ground. It has already been tested by several countries from Middle East. Special Operation Forces and Expeditionary Forces have also reportedly shown interest in the product. Israel's Defense Ministry and the US Missile Defense Agency have completed the first phase of development on the Arrow 3 missile defense system, and the first of advanced rockets were delivered to Israel on Wednesday, January 18, 2017. The Israeli Air Force received its first Arrow 3 missile defense system on Wednesday, January 18, 2017. This new air defense system is considered to be one of the most advanced in the world. The Arrow 3 should be able to intercept ballistic missiles at altitudes of over 100 km and with a reported range of up to 2,400 km. The Indian Army staged a military parade at the headquarters of the Army Command in New Delhi to celebrate Army Day and pay tribute to soldiers who lost their lives on duty. Many combat vehicles and military equipment in service with the Indian Army were shown during the parade, including the T-90S Bhishma, a Russian-made main battle tank produced locally by the Indian defense industry, which enters in service with the Indian Army in 2009. The main armament consists of a 28466M 125mm smoothbore main gun. The BrahMos is a short-range supersonic cruise missile that can be launched from submarines, ships, aircraft or land. It has a diameter of 70 cm and a wingspan of 1.7 meters. It can fly at speed of Mach 2 or height and has a maximum range of 290 km. It carries a conventional warhead weighing 200 to 300 kilos. The Akash is a medium-range air defense system developed by the Defense Research and Development Organization, DRDO. Akash is a surface-to-air missile with an intercept range of 30 km. The Army Commander-in-Chief of Thailand has announced that the country will purchase more military equipment from China. The Thai Army had signed an agreement to purchase 28 VT-4 main battle tanks from China, and in the second phase would procure more such tanks until it has a full fleet of 49 tanks in fiscal year 2017. The VT-4, also named MBT-3000, is a new generation of main battle tank designed and manufactured by the Chinese company Norenco. The main armament of the VT-4 consists of one 125mm smoothbore gun fitted with a thermal sleeve and fume extractor. It is fed by an automatic loader which holds a total of 22 projectiles, and charge which can be loaded at the rate of 8 per minute. US Army M1 Abrams main battle tank and Bradley M2A2 crews from 1st Battalion, 68th Armored Regiment, 3rd Armored Brigade, 4th Infantry Division conduct their first zero and live-fire accuracy screening test at Presidential Ranch in Poland, January 16, 2017. Main armament of M1A2 Abrams consists of one 120mm M256 smoothbore cannon which can fire a wide range of NATO ammunition. The M2A2 Bradley is armed with an ATK gun system, M242 25mm Bushmaster chain gun coupled with a 7.62mm M2 240C coaxial machine gun mounted to the right of the main armament. The Indonesian government reportedly approved the purchase of 5 Airbus A400M military transport aircraft. According to Janes, Indonesia recently gave its green light to a $2 billion acquisition project to boost airlift capabilities of the Indonesia Air Force. It was confirmed on January 18, 2017. With a maximum payload of up to 37 tons, the A400M can carry numerous pieces of outside cargo including vehicles and helicopters that are too large or too heavy for previous generation of tactical airlifters. For example, an NH-90 or CH-47 Chinook helicopter or 2 heavy armored vehicles for military purpose. Within the next 15 years, scientists at BAE Systems believe that battlefield commanders could deploy a new type of direct energy laser and lens system called a laser-developed atmospheric lens, which is capable of enhancing commanders' ability to observe adversary activities over a much greater distance than existing sensors, the company announced on January 15, 2017. At the same time, the lens could be used as a form of deflector shield to protect friendly aircraft ships, land vehicles, and troops for incoming attacks by high-power laser weapons that could also become a reality in the same time period. On Wednesday, January 18, 2017, aerospace forces from Russia and Turkey conducting the first joint air operation against the Islamic State terror group on the outskirts of Al-Bab town in the Aleppo province. Head of the main operation departments of Russia's General Staff, Lieutenant General Sergei Rutskoy, told reporters the air operation agreed on with the Syrian government involves 9 warplanes of the Russian aerospace forces, including 4 Sukhoi Su-224M, 4 Sukhoi Su-25 aircraft, and 1 Sukhoi Su-34 bomber, as well as 4 F-16 and 4 F-4 fighters of the Turkey Air Forces. A total of 36 targets are planned to be hit, he said.
French procurement agency DGA confirmed the construction of the 4th multi-mission vessel B2M, which will be named the Dumont d'Urville. This order complements an initial order for 3 vessels of the class placed in December 2013 for the French Navy. First ship of the class, d'Entrecasteaux, was commissioned in April 2016 and recently joined its home port of Nouméa in New Caledonia. The second B2M, Bougainville, was delivered to the French Navy in September last year and is intended to be based in Tahiti in the Pacific. The third vessel of the class, Champlain, will be based on the island of Réunion in the Indian Ocean. B2M vessels are sovereignty ships deployed in French overseas territories to conduct law enforcement missions at sea. Thales and Lockheed Martin announced the contract award to deliver the Royal Navy's new airborne surveillance and control system under the CROWSNEST program. Lockheed Martin, who acts as prime contractor for the Merlin helicopter, selected a new generation of the Thales searchwater radar and Cerberus mission system to be fitted to existing Merlin Mk2 helicopters to provide the Navy with an airborne surveillance and control capability. Contacted by Navy recognition, Thales confirmed that 10 roll kits will be delivered to the Royal Navy. A roll kit consists in mission subsystem including operator console, radar subsystem, radome deployment mechanism. 30 Merlin Mk2 helicopters will be modified with fixed fittings to accept the roll kits. The upgraded, updated, and adapted Thales searchwater radar and Cerberus mission system will now continue into the future to provide critical force protection to joint forces, including the Royal Navy's Queen Elizabeth-class aircraft carriers.
SM-6 is a long-range, originally a long-range AEW weapon that has developed over the course of time to both do AEW and sea-based terminal. And in the January of 2016, we also demonstrated a third capability of anti-surface warfare. So we have 3 missions in 1 missile now that will begin to deliver to the United States Navy. So what we announced today was that the U.S. Navy and the U.S. government has approved sales of SM-6 to international countries. So some of the potential customers are based on Aegis baselines that they either have stated they are going to upgrade or have already began to procure those baselines, which are Aegis Baseline 9. Those countries are Korea, Japan, and the country of Australia. So the test that we conducted off the USS John Paul Jones in mid-December of last year was demonstrating the sea-based terminal capability of our SM-6 Dual 1 against a medium-range ballistic missile target off the coast of Hawaii.